I don't know who you are and I don't know where you're going, but I know where you came from. I know why you're here and I know what you can do. But here's what I believe. I believe that there's more purpose for your life than your job in this comment section. Like you didn't stumble across this or come here for no reason. I know why you're here. But the question really is, do you know why you're here? Because we could talk about fairy tales and myths and do all of these things, but we still got to face the reality of where we are right now. And that's the fact that you're here right now in this comment section and you don't know who you are or where you're going. And I don't know that either. But I believe this, and I think I have the right to believe this, whether I know you or where you're going or not. I do believe that you have purpose beyond this comment section and purpose beyond your job. Okay? I believe that you were innately born with gifts that you could never be fired from. Like that's really what I'm prayerful about when it comes to just you being here. Yeah, I'm prayerful about that. I mean, because now it seems like every time I upload, like it's going to be a comment. You know, it's going to be somebody there waiting to say something, and it's cool. We're going to keep going down the path of most resistance, which is cool. And I'm certain I'm striking a chord, I'm ruffling a feather here or there, and that's fine. That's fine. I love it. I love that you're here. I love it. And the thing is, I don't have an argument to make with you. Maybe the words that we read in scripture are fairy tales and myths. Maybe the word is allegories. Like maybe it's something that somebody made up to control you or control your life. Maybe this whole world is a simulation and we live in virtual reality. Maybe that. But one thing we cannot guess about, one thing we can't deny is this heart, this head, I'm talking about this mind, this heart and this mind, which is ultimately connected, it's the same, right? Your physical body, it will expire. Death is coming upon us all, right? Those are things that we can't argue. And then the other thing we can't argue, when we talk about myths and fairy tales, is that there, before we got here, this world that we live in was here. There is no book. You geniuses, y'all are brilliant. There's nothing you can read. You can assess and accumulate all of the evidence you want. You can gather all of the scholars. They know they all weren't, no, none of them were here. None of them were here. And I'm going to keep saying it. It's all theoretical. Now, you got to decide to not just believe, but know what you know. Okay? And what you know is that when you leave here, we could talk about it all we want. But the version of you that exists right now will never be back again. We won't experience this version of you again. And I'm not taking shots at anybody that believes in reincarnation and all of those things. And I'm not, listen, I'm here for it. I'm just telling you that we could believe all we want. But there's certain things that we just know. And if you think that everything that we can read about, calculate, and see is all there is to this world, you are bugging. Not just sadly mistaken, you tripping. Not just saying it so that you could take heed or you could fall in line. No, I'm saying you tripping if you don't believe that the supernatural world exists beyond our five senses or eight senses or our pineal gland or whatever chakra you know what I'm saying? Like, and whether you want to respect it or not, that's on you. But it definitely has influence, definitely has purpose, and that influence and purpose is beyond your understanding. You definitely won't be able to fully articulate, calculate, and narrow down exactly what it is when it comes to the difference between myths, allegories, fairy tales, and the reality that you live in. It's more, that's more understandable to you than anything else, the reality that you live in. But if you think where we are is it, I would suggest looking at the evidence that's in the earth already without you reading a book. The brilliance of every ecosystem, the brilliance of human connection, the brilliance of the human body. You know, I just know that the intelligent force beyond myself, within myself, is working through that. And I respect that. And if there's a more esoteric, the number one book in the world is the scriptures. So I respect it. And while I respect that, there's more evidence outside of that that resonates with me knowing that my belief is true. Now, you can argue, like I said, you can go back and forth, but it's no point. But again, I say, I don't know who you are, I don't know where you're going, but I know why you're here. I know what you can do. And ultimately, we'll find out. We'll find out.